ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ओम सदाशिवसमारंभां शंकराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। नमः श्री शंकरानंद गुरुपादाम्बुजन्मने सविलास महामोहग्राहग्रासैक कर्मणे। We saw yesterday how Jnani Tapasya, the Tapasya of Jnani is different from Tapasya of other austerities, other austere people, where they get powers, lot of siddhis. But Jnani has got Atma Jnana. So those who do two kinds of tapasya, one tapasya to know Brahman, other is also for various siddhis they get through other kinds of tapasya, like Vyasa, Adi Shankara, etc. So these two are, so those who do these two tapas, two kinds of tapas, they get the phalam of these two. Then Purupakshi said, Jnanis without powers are criticized by austere people or ritualist people. Vijayaranya says, even ritualist people and austere people are criticized by worldly people. So we don't mind. We don't mind when the ritualist people are criticized by worldly people, Purupakshi says. Vijayaranya says that is the case. Similarly, a Jnani also not bothered when other austere people criticize him, look down upon him because he has no powers and all that. He doesn't bother. He has got Brahma Jnanam. I am Brahman. That's it. That he has got it. Okay. So man of realization can involve in all kinds of worldly activities also. Because the body will be there, mind is there, indriyas are there, even after realization. So he uses them for worldly purposes, loka vyavaharartham or for loka kalyanartham, loka sangraham artham. So Purupakshi raises, he says another question in 115th verse, 115. Up to 114 we saw yesterday. Mithyatva buddhya tatrecha nasti chet tarhi mastu tat dhyayan va tavyavaharan yatharabdam vasatvayam. Mithyatva buddhya tatra ichha nasti chet. See, the Jnani has understood that this entire Jagat is mithya. Suppose a Jnani recognizing that this entire is mithya, he may not actively participate at all. He may not have any desire to involve in worldly activities. Ichha nasti chet. So what do you talk about them? There are many Mahapurushas. They are not involved in any kind of activity at all. They revel in Brahman. They exist. So somebody goes also, he may not guide, he may not talk, he may just smile, he may give prasad. I mean, there is no involvement in the worldly activities by such Mahatmas. So Vijayarmuni says, Tari mastu tat, let them not involve. How does it matter? He's a passive jnani. Jnani who is involved, reveling in his own self, not interested to participate. There's no force at all. So, how do they spend time then? Either in meditation, upasana, dhyana, or in vyavahara. The way he wants to engage in the worldly activities, or the way he wants to engage himself in the world, either by complete withdrawal and meditation or by involving in activity, let him do it. How does it matter? So initially, he has to involve karma yoga, sadhana chatushtaya sampatti, all that. Once he reached Aham Brahmasmi, he is very clearly understood that he has full freedom to act or not to act. There is no anxiety for this Mahatma about what will happen to the world, what will happen. There is no anxiety. He sees everything is mithya, play of the Lord, the Leela. Even Lord also doesn't exist, this Mahajnani, other than him, because he says, I am Brahman, full stop. The Jagat is appearing. Some Mahatmas involved in the world passively. They are also, some are completely passive, absolutely withdrawn, some may be involved. So some Mahatmas are working in the world. The worldly people think that this Mahatma is very active. From the Mahatma's perspective, the world is mithya. So Gurudev used to say, I'm never born. When we used to go to Gurudev, wishing him happy birthday on May 8th, Gurudev would laugh and say, I am never born. For you people, you want to celebrate, celebrate. But I am never born. So some Jnanis, no interest in Vyavahara at all. So we cannot talk about Jnanis, This Jnani working 24/7 is great. That Jnani doesn't work. Who are we to talk about it? Both are reveling in their own state. That is what Vijayarmuni says here very clearly. Upasakastu satatam dhyayaneva vasediti dhyanenaiva kritam tasya brahmatvam vishnutadivat. In the case of upasaka, upasakastu satatam dhyayan eva savasiddhiti. And what is again and again repeating? Upasaka is a sadhaka. So what is upasana? Manasam karma. So it is also a karma yoga only. Advanced, purified karma yoga. It is coming under upasana. That gradation of karma comes under upasana. Who is upasaka? Upasaka has not realized the truth. He has not realized I am Brahman. I am Brahman, he has not realized yet. So he has to do japam continuously. Sometimes he wonders also, how can I be Brahman? But Shastra said, Guru said, I have trust. So let me now repeat. And this kind of mind, getting purified, thinking about Brahman, absorbed in meditation, they enjoy that kind of state. Not yet realized. That jnanam has not taken place. Aham Brahmasmi jnanam has not yet taken place. But he is doing upasana on Aham Brahmasmi, on Brahma. So, in Vedanta and somewhere we say it is called rasaswadanam. This when mind is withdrawn, mind is peaceful and contemplating on the attributes of Brahman, nirguna attributes of Brahman. And the Upasaka is trying to identify himself with the Brahmavastu. So he says that, oh, this, when I am meditating, maja aa raha hai. I enter into that mode of happiness, subtle joy. So as long as he is meditating, withdrawing from the world, meditating, he is enjoying that some kind of rasa, aswadanam. Then after meditation, he comes back again samsari. Again, he becomes samsari. He may forget that meditation, what he achieved, that Aham Brahmasmi Jnanam. Temporarily, he feels that imagination, not completely gained Jnanam at all. Not yet gained Jnanam. So temporarily, he gets into that mode of Brahma, sadhaka. So this state, he loses it. Negatively I'm talking, negative aspect, drug addicts are there. They get drug and then they get into kind of a high feeling. Trance feeling. Trance. Some kind of a trance they enter into. How long they will remain in the trance? As long as the effect of the medicine is there, so long they are in trance. When they come out of it, they can't be happy with the present normal state. So when the effect of drug has come down, he wants again the drug and he wants to maintain into that zone. It is actually dangerous addiction. He is unfit to be live in the world now. A negative example I gave you. Similarly, not similarly, in the case of Brahma, Upasaka, he is enjoying Brahma. that kind of a meditating on Brahman, he is feeling so joyful inside. Even in spiritual camps, also some people say, if you go to Pañcadaśi or Siddhavadi Ashram in Himachal Pradesh, Gurudev's Mahasamadhi place, people say, oh, wonderful, heaven it is, maja aaya, 7 days. The moment they come back home, they forget all that again. They say it is all फिर नरक में पहुंच गया. So therefore, here upasakastu satatam dhyayaneva vaset. Because tasya brahmatvam, because his brahmatvam dhyaneneva krutam. His brahmatva status is created temporarily. He is feeling into that entering into that zone, not completely gain knowledge. It's a status of Brahman temporarily attained, in a sense, not fully also. But imagining that he is Brahman, imagining wow, how nice it would be. So mind becomes calm and quiet by this contemplation. Like Vishnu Dadivat, like Samipyam, Sarupyam, Salokyam, Sayudyam. Meditate on a particular deity, you feel that, Sarupya Mukti also you will get. That you feel that you are like Vishnu. You feel that oneness with identity. As long as he is meditating on Vishnu, he feels that. So devotee feels that, that feeling of the Vishnu qualities, he meditating on Vishnu, he feels that Vishnu qualities are entering into him. Superimposes that Vishnu's qualities on him. As long as he's meditating, he feels that so happy, one with Vishnu. So Brahmatva is a result of meditation. So as long as he is meditating in that, thinking on Brahman, he derives some pleasure, happiness, sukham. But that doesn't remain with him. On the other side, a jnani realized, woken up to his state of consciousness. That jnana vritti he has got. He is very clear that I am Brahman. So that state cannot be disturbed. That state cannot be taken away. Think about it. ध्यानोपादानकं यत्तद् ध्यानाभावे विलीयते वास्तवे ब्रह्मता नैव ज्ञानाभावे विलीयते. So dhyana upadanakam. So for a upasaka, dhyanam is a karanam. Karya is what? Feeling of that state of Brahman. Feeling of identity. He feels that he is one with Brahman. As long as he is meditating. As long as he is doing upasana, that is called, sukham in dhyanam. Enjoy. So how is that feeling created? Identity, that feeling is created. For upasaka is what? Dhyanam is upadana karanam. Upadana karanam, material cause. A cause for what? To achieve that Brahma, status of Brahman is a karya, is created. Out of dhyana, that kind of feeling is created in the mind. Because mind becomes calm and quiet. Because contemplating on nirguna attributes of Brahman. So, once those sadhakas, those who got that kind of a feeling in meditation, they don't want to come out of it. But Prakriti pushes them out. Vasanas push them out. After say 1 hour, 2 or 3 hour, they come out of it. They have to vyavahara. So again they do little involvement. Again they want to go back, and then unless he get into that dhyana mode, he is not happy. So they have to be, in order to maintain their Brahmatva status, they have to continuously meditate, which is of course not possible. As body is there, Sharir Dharma is there. So Vritti generates, he has to continuously think about Brahman, I am Brahman, and contemplate on nature of Brahman. Therefore, dhyanopadanakam yat dhyana abhave viliyate. But the moment meditation has ended, that feeling also comes to an end. Back to square one. This happens for anything. You go to a satsang, go to a bhajan, you go to some divine concert, bhajans or something. So happy you are. Come back again, that entire feeling of the high, the joy, the transportation that you felt in the mind, but come back again. So he says, Vastavi Brahmata Naiva Jnana Bhave Viliyate. When the true Brahmatvam is gained, once he has gained knowledge, Brahma Jnanam, he need not remember. It is not depending on Vritti continuation. We have seen already, no? Jnanam is, for generating that Jnanam, Vritti is required. When you recall that knowledge, Vritti is required, thought is required. To preserve that knowledge, once you have got, there is no continuity required. No thought is required. It is free. So, once I understand that I am Brahman, there is no need to repeat the thought also that I am Brahman. No need. He will never lose it. He cannot lose that state of realization. As Gurudev puts it, he has awakened to a new dimension of consciousness. And that state, we have to experience it. Unless we try to do upasana, that will come, nirguna upasana, and ultimately, nirguna brahma jnanam, jnana vritti has to be created. The vritti, akhanda brahmakara vritti, just once it removes the ignorance of Brahman. One step is over. Then, Brahman is Swayam Prakasha, so there is no need to illumine Brahman. Suppose in a dark room, very dark, pitch dark room, there's a vastu is there. And that was covered. Suppose it is covered by cloth or something. So then you remove the cloth. Can you see the vastu? No, light is required. So removing the cloth and putting the light, two things are required. Anavaranam and then prakashakatvam. The light is already there, something is hidden, so I need to remove the wheel. Then the object is seen because illumined by the light. But Brahman, cannot be illumined by Chidabhasa, no? न तत्र सूर्यो भाति चंद्र तारकम नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयम् अग्निः. Sun, the moon, the star, and the fire. All the illumining of the objects, illumining substances, you can say, these all the four, cannot illumine Brahman. Why Brahman is Swayam Prakash? So Vastavi means it is a natural state. Sahajavastha. Brahmata naiva jnana bhave viliyate. I don't want to remember or recall through vritti. It is there. I know I am that. I know I am man, but I need not repeat it through a thought. So that is the difference between Upasaka and Jnani. But without Upasana, Jnanam is not possible. Upasana is what? Upasana generates Punya, and then Punya removes all kinds of obstacles, Pratibandhakas. That will remove. Whether Onkar Japa you do or Nirguna Brahma Upasana, Onkar Japa you do, that mantra itself, the Onkar itself will do everything. So 118, next verse. Tato bhijñāpakam jnanam na nityam janayat yadaha jñāpaka bhava matrena nahi satyam viliyate. Adaha nityam tataha jnanam. Adaha means Brahman. Purnamadaha, Purnamidam. Adaha means that. So Brahman. That is nityam, eternal. Which one? Brahman is eternal. So that eternal Brahman, abhijñāpakam jnanam. Abhijñāpakam jnanam means what? It is the revealer. Jnanam is the revealer of that Brahman. Jnanam reveals the Brahman, nature of Brahman. Abhijñāpakam. Na janayati. That Nityam Brahman, eternal Brahman, that Brahman is revealed by knowledge, not created by knowledge. If it is created by knowledge, then that creation means in time and place, then it will have its own end. So, number one, knowledge doesn't create Brahman, knowledge reveals Brahman. See, jnapaka abhava matrena. By the mere absence of the revealer, by the mere absence of the revealing knowledge, suppose knowledge is not revealed, but it is there, but not revealed. There is no revealer. Pramana. Pramana is there. Some pramana is the revealer. Right means reveals the object of knowledge, isn't it? So correct pramana reveals the Brahman nature. So that absence of right pramana, because right means are not there, doesn't mean the object doesn't exist, no. Brahman does not cease to exist because there is no revealer. Brahma Vastu is there, always there. If something is there I have not discovered, like a treasure. The example is, give me treasure. Treasure is not discovered, but treasure is always there under my feet. I am standing on treasure, but I don't know it is there under my own feet, the treasure is there. So just because I don't know, it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. So what does Upasaka do? Upasaka is very scared. If I don't do meditation, if I don't do sadhana, whatever I have gained, I may lose it. But state of Brahman, I may lose it. This fear is not there. No need to, it won't go. That's what Vijayamani says. You don't have to worry constantly remembering that Brahman for Jnani. Why? It is always there. So Aham Brahmasmi Vritti does not generate Brahma Jnanam. Brahmatva is not created. Brahmatvam is always there. It removes the ignorance and then Brahmatva is Swayam Prakasham. See? Jnapaka abhava matrena nahi satyam viliyate. Because of the Jnapakam, absence of revealer, doesn't mean Jnanam is not there. Jnanam is always there. So, in every being, from Kitaka to Brahma, from a smallest insect to Brahma, everybody, every being is consciousness alone. Brahman is existing in everywhere. And all the beings. Beautiful. So don't have to worry. That's what it says. Satyam is always there. Na viliyate. Now here we are entering into another, question of Purapakshi. He says, if Brahma Jnanam is eternal, Nityam. He said, no, Nityam it is there. Jnapaka abhava matrena. Just because there is no revealer doesn't mean the Jnanam doesn't exist. It exists always. And he said it cannot be created. Brahma Jnanam is eternal. It cannot be created. Then the Brahma Jnanam of the Upasaka, the Brahma Tattva Upasaka, meditator, also must be real, eternal. So Brahma isme bhi hai, inme bhi hai. Then why glorify only Jnani? If Upasana is not creating Brahma Jnanam, it is only helping eventually to reveal the nature of Brahman, which is already existing. That means even while at the time of Upasaka who is meditating on Brahman, Brahman is always there within him. He is not planting within himself Brahman, bringing it from somewhere outside. So Brahman in Upasaka also is there. You only said no, it is not that it is not existing. Just because the absence of revealer is there, doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It is there. Upasaka also, in Upasaka also, Brahman is there. Then why glorify Jnani? So in this thought, it continues, the slokas will continue. 119. Astyeva upasakasyapi vastavi brahmateti chet pamananam tirascham cha vastavi brahmatanakim. अस्ति एव उपासकस्य वास्तवी ब्रह्मता इति चेत्. Purvapakshi says, Jnani is Brahmatva. Jnani is the knowledge of Brahman possessed by Jnani is natural, sahaja. It is not created. It is always there. And Jnani has awakened to the truth. So, Shastra says what? Brahman is seated in the hearts of all beings, all jivas. That means what? All jivas are none other than Brahman alone. So for Upasaka also, Brahman is natural. That's what it says. Upasakasyapi vastavi. You know, earlier sloka, what did he say? Vastavi, Brahma, state of the Brahman is vastavi, natural state for Jnani, you said, no? Because Brahman is residing in all beings, for Upasaka also it is vastavi, it is quite natural. It is also real. Vastavi, it is real. For whom? For Upasaka also. So Vijayamuni says, that is true. I did not deny. Pamaranam tiraschamcha vastavi brahmatana kim? He is asking. Why Upasaka only you are talking about? Even ignorant people, and also other lower creatures, tirascham, lower creatures are there, animal kingdom, plants, all beings. Is Brahman not there in them? Brahmatana kim? Why are you talking about Upasaka only? So the obsession of Purvapakshi is Upasaka does Upasana, and because of Upasana, Brahma, Jnanam is created. So Upasana is necessary. That's what his thought is. Vijayamuni says, once a Jnanam takes place, no need to remember also, no need to repeat also that I am Brahman. It is Vastavi, natural. He says, Purvapakshi says, then for even the Jnani Brahman is natural, state of Brahman. Even for Upasaka also, the state of Brahmatva should be natural, real. Vijayamuni says, why you are right, but not only Upasakas, Brahmatva is real. Even animals also, all other beings also. Even Ajnani, ignorant man's Brahmatva also is natural. It is always there. Illiterate people, tribal people, utterly ignorant people, don't know anything. They just live in like in tribals in Andaman area and all. Absolutely, they don't know anything. They just hunt and live. And they have their own progeny. With no civility, civilization, nothing is there. Atavi, belonging to that forests and tribal areas. He is also Brahman. It is already existing only in him, naturally. So question is what? Whether Brahman exists naturally or not, that is not the question. Brahman is existing in all beings. But question is everybody able to wake up to that state of reality and claim that I am Brahman? That's the question. Is everybody able to say I am Brahman? Jnani alone is able to say. Or whoever claims I am Brahman, he is a Jnani. अज्ञानादपमर्थत्वम् उभयत्रापि तत्समम् उपवासाद्यथा भिक्षा वरं ध्यानं तथान्यतः. No, so ajnanam is common. What ajnanam? That I don't know Brahman. Brahman is naturally present in all beings. In Ajnani also it is present. In Upasaka also it is present. Whether Sagunopasaka or Nirgunopasaka, Brahman is present equally in everybody. Naturally present. But what is the common in ignorant man and meditator? Both do not know Brahman. That's the meaning. Ajnanad apamarthatvam. Apamarthatvam, both of them are not seeking Brahman, yet completely sought Brahman. Ajnanat. Ubhayatrapi tatsamam. In both the places, Ajnani and a meditated Upasaka do not know Brahman. So their ignorance is common. Ignorance is common. They don't know Brahman. Upavasadvi yatha bhikshamvara. Upavasat. Upavasat, in comparison to Upavasa, fasting, ये भीख मांग कर जीना अच्छा है ना. भूखे रहने से ज्यादा अच्छा क्या है? भीख मांग कर जीना अच्छा है. Rather than suffering from hunger at home, what is better? Go out and beg food from 3-4 houses or 10 houses. And that is better, no, than starving. Pavasat yatha bhikshamvara. Bhikshavaram. Sorry, not bhiksham. Bhikshavara. Varam. Bhiksha is superior. Better. Similarly, varam dhyanam tathanyataha. So compared to ignorant people, better is Sagunopasana. Compared to Sagunopasana, Nirgunopasana is better. Compared to Nirgunopasana, Nirguna Brahma Jnanam is better. So Upasaka and the lay people, ignorant man, ordinary people, both are same. Both do not know that I am Brahman. Similarly, Nirguna Brahma Upasaka also can claim I am Brahman. There is no doubt about it. It is real. But the fact is what? This Nirguna Brahma Upasaka also is ignorant of what? Of the nature of Brahman. Ignorant man is also ignorant of the nature of Brahman. In between these two, who is better? Upasaka is better. Why? He is nearer to Brahman. That's what he says. Upavasa yata bhikshavaram dhyanam tata anyataha. So compared to ignorant man, Upasaka meditator is better because he is meditating, no? He is meditating on Brahman. Is ignorant man even doesn't know, doesn't not even started his meditation and spiritual journey. In that way, Upasaka is better. Pamaranam vyavahrutehe varam karmadhyanushthitihi tatopi sagunopasti nirgunopasanam tataha. Same gradation is talking about, gradation. So even though all ajnanis are same, because only two people can be Jnani, Ajnani. That's it. Those who know Brahman as Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman, those and rest of the people who do not know Brahman. Only two categories can be put. But in second category, Ajnani's category, you can have gradations. So Ajnanam, Atma Ajnanam, that is ignorance of Atman is common for all gradations people in Ajnana layer. Karma Yogi is there, Sagunopasaka is there, Nirguna Brahmopasaka is there. All of them are ignorant only. Of what? Of Brahman. They cannot claim I am Brahman. They are not realized, they are not awakened to the truth. So, from this perspective, that all of them are ignorant, all are equal. But among them, who is closer? Nirguna Upasaka, Nirguna Brahma Upasaka is closer. That's what it says. Pamaranam vyavahrutehi varam karma danushtitihi. Compared to the Vyavahara by ignorant people, completely ignorant people, karma anushtana is better, no? Ritualist people, orthodox people, they are better compared to worldly ignorant people. And compared to these ritualist people who are doing various kind of tatopi saguna upasti. Compared to this kind of ritualist people, saguna upasana is better. Upasaka is better. Sagunopasti. Nirgunopasana tataha. Then compared to Sagunopasaka, Nirgunopasaka is still better. Why? Nirgunopasaka is closer to Brahman. So the closest is what? Nirguna Brahmopasaka. Second closer is who? Saguna Brahmopasaka. Then पीछे कौन है? कर्म योगी is there. इससे भी नीचे कौन है? Ordinary people. Those who do worldly karma. Not karma yoga, but they do karma for their own vyavahara, profit, etc. living. So सबसे श्रेष्ठ व्यक्ति कौन है? निर्गुण ब्रह्मोपासका, because he is closer to Brahman. Closer to Brahman. Now, यावद्विज्ञान सामीप्यम तावत् श्रेष्ठ्यम विवर्धते ब्रह्मज्ञानायते साक्षात् निर्गुणोपासनं शनैः. Now this is very clearly in 122nd verse. यावद्विज्ञान सामीप्यम तावत् श्रेष्ठ्यम विवर्धते. Among all of them, who is superior? The one who, the more closer you are to Brahman, more superior you are compared to others. यावत विज्ञान सामीप्य, जहां तक आप दूर नजदीक जाते रहोगे ब्रह्म के पास, आपकी श्रेष्ठता में बढ़ावा आ जाती है. So जितना तक हम नजदीक जा रहे हैं ब्रह्म के पास में, तो वी आर बिकमिंग श्रेष्ठ डे बाय डे. कर्म, सिंपल कर्म, कर्म to कर्मयोगी, कर्मयोगी to Sagunopasaka, Sagunopasaka to Nirguna Brahmopasaka. And who is the closest to then? Nirguna Brahmopasaka is closer to Brahman, because he will get eventually Nirguna Brahma Jnana Vritti he will get. So therefore, meditation on upasana on Brahmajnanaya. So Vivardate Brahmagte Saksha Nirguna Upasanam. Slow, so up to Nirguna Upasana, then Nirguna Upasana becomes slowly becomes refined and refined and purified, subtler and subtler, and that will take you to realization of Brahman. So Aham Brahmasmi, Nirguna Brahma, Upasana Vritti, where repetition. Then Aham Brahmasmi, Nirguna Brahma Jnana Vritti. What is this two difference? Upasana and Jnanam has been, we have been, since about 95 verse or so, we have been studying up to 122nd. So he says, Vijayam, more closer you are to Brahman, more superior you are in sadhana, more you are refining your sadhana towards Nirguna Brahma Upasana, then more closer you become to, you reach Brahman, more closer you are to Brahman. So ultimately, Nirguna Brahma Upasana Vritti, Nirguna Brahma Upasana, Karma, Karma Yoga, Saguna Upasana, then Nirguna Brahma Upasana. Nirguna Brahma Upasana, if you reach from there, sooner or later, it will eventually guide you to Jnana Vritti. Eventually, it will take you to wisdom. That Jnana, Aham Brahmasmi Jnana. Once this Akanda Brahma Akara Vritti takes place, then Vritti removes Ajnana Avaranam, then Brahma becomes Swayam Prakasham, self illumines. Then I realize that Brahman, that is called Jnana Vritti, reached there, Vritti dropped, Brahma remains. Once you reach that state, thereafter nothing to achieve. But that man can say, Aham Brahmasmi is a pratyak with anubhav for me. I mean, it is a fact for me. I know I am Brahman, full stop. So Samvadi Brahma, which you spoke about in the beginning, what is Samvadi Brahma? Beneficial error. Beneficial error. To remember two examples, then one example, two examples given. That example will come again now. What is Samvadi Brahma? Mani Prabha is there. So two lights are seen, two temples adjacent. Light is emanating. That, spark light. So both of them, two people saw, both of them thought it is money. Taking the light, they thought it is a diamond or money. Both of them ran. One got only candle light. Other got real money, real diamond. That's what Samvadi Brahma. While running towards it, you saw only light. So benefit, the error. He doesn't know that it's money there. But he got money. That's the error you made in perception. It is a other one. It remained as error only. He could not get any money. So he says, Yada yatha samvadi vibhrantihi phalakale pramayate vidyayate tathopastihi muktikale tipakataha. Just as beneficial error, samvadi brahma, he gets what? He gets his object. He will get the real knowledge. So he went there with Brahma. It's an error. But that led him to desired goal only. It becomes direct knowledge. Oh, this is money. Money knowledge he got. Similarly, when Samvadi Brahma, meditation on Brahman, I have not seen Brahman. So I am contemplating on Brahman. Eventually, it will lead me to realization. Now, in these verses now, from this very important, please listen, very important topic. He speaks now, Vijayaraman speaks about what is the mechanism of Upasana Vritti converting into Jnana Vritti. What is Upasana? Repetition of Vritti Avritti without conviction. What is Jnanam? Once he got the knowledge, there is no Vritti, but he remained in Jnanam only. He may meditate saying, I am Brahman, but he is not doubting about it. He's got convinced. He knew that is by Anubhav, he knows. So Upasaka feels one day I will realize Brahman. So now Upasana Vritti is there, no? We said, Vijayaraman said, Upasana Vritti culminates in Jnana Vritti, realization. How does this happen? How Upasana Vritti gets converted into Jnana Vritti? What is the procedure? What is the mechanism? Oh, one is doing Upasana, Aham Brahma. Suddenly one day realize, ऐसा होता है क्या? Vritti is same. Whenever Jnani says, I am Brahman, that also is Vritti only. Recalled, he has got Jnanam, he recalled. Whenever he recalls, Dhyatum Mantum is there, no? Shakyate. Again, he can think about it. So whenever he says, I am Brahman, it's a Vritti only. Jnana Vritti. Upasaka also says, I am Brahman, it's a Vritti only. So Vritti is same. Then why one we call Upasana Vritti, second is called Jnana Vritti. And how Upasana Vritti is getting converted into Jnana Vritti. This is the subject. So Upasana Vritti is there. How does it directly become Jnana Vritti automatically? So Upasana Vritti, examples we'll see now. Next class probably. Upasana Vritti will not directly produce Jnana Vritti. Upasana itself is creating Jnana Vritti. What is Upasana? Karma, Manasam Karma. So karma, Upasana itself become Praman. Right means for what? For knowledge. If karma becomes right means of knowledge, then what is the karma? Karma phala, Upasana, karma is limited. So that which is produced by karma, it will end in time. Therefore, upasana vritti doesn't directly culminate into jnana vritti. That's what Purvapakshi now raises objection. In next class, we will see this. If you say upasana becomes pramana, upasana is not pramana, no. Because in pratyaksha pramana, anumana pramana, upalabdhi, anupalabdhi, all pramanas are there. Six pramana. Upasana is not a pramana. Upasana produces, we say directly, Vidyamana says upasana vritti produces jnanam. Okay. But directly can produce. It cannot produce. Because upasana itself is not a pramana. Upasana leading to right kind of pramana. That's what will come now. Right kind of pramana. The examples when we see tomorrow in next class, it will become clear. So more about it. This sloka will continue more again. Okay. 123rd verse. Some explanation is there. We will take up that and then go to 124th verse tomorrow. Okay. For today, I'll conclude here. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai.